What's up, IJ peeps? So guess who Miel got to meet today? Off leash, Mr. Gray Fox. Hi, Miel. A lot of times, I don't really socialize Gray Fox and cows in a way that I socialize Riot when it comes to boarders. The reason being is they're still very young and reckless, but they're also both very intense. And so there's a couple of rules that I have to introduce Gray Fox into the picture. And that is, one, I have a really, really good relationship with a dog that's boarding. Miel and I are tight. And number two, the dog that I get to introduce has to be soft, very non-confrontational, and just overall goofy. Because both of these breeds, one, they can be intense, right? Like I have an Australian Shepherd and a Malinois, and we have Dexter behind the gate, who I'm very proud of because he has not been barking. So good job, Dexter. And my last rule is that the dog has to be confident and, for the most part, pretty well trained already. Shout out to Miel's parents, who have done a phenomenal job keeping up with all her training, because that makes me more able to handle a situation. So the better trained your dog is, the easier it is for me to manage them in more social settings like this. So if I know that a dog does not meet these requirements, then I just don't bother doing off-leash stuff with either Gray Fox or with cows, because it's just not worth it to me. And I'd rather just work on decompression. So that's why a lot of times you see Gray Fox tethered and either cows in my bedroom, or he would be tethered here. This is a little bit too much action for him though, and I know that he wouldn't enjoy being in here, which is why he isn't in here. And the lady, like, she's my nice little equalizer, because she really sets the vibe for everything. Like, she's my unicorn child. I just sat down to eat some food. I did not tell anyone to do anything. Like, Gray Fox and Miel actually were just playing off over there for a second. This is why you see me do what I do every day. This is all the stuff that you see me do in this channel is my rehearsal for the show. Because now I'm trusting the dogs to make their own choices, but I have set up the situation where they can just make good choices most of the time, so that I can do things like this, where I can trust these two to be off-leash hanging out here, even though there's a resource. My personal dogs know to just sit and chill. As you can see, Riot position herself closer to where I am, because then she can get some food. Gray Fox will probably get some food if Miel goes in and tucks in and chills, even though, you know, Gray Fox is trying to play, but he knows that being in a down state is a lot more rewarding when there is food out here. And when they start trying to make bad choices, like Gray Fox trying to go on the table over there, or Miel now just drinking a ton of water, and then she was going to go on pace and go see what Dexter was doing, I now tell them to go to their beds, but then reward the shit out of it throughout this entire exercise, so that behavior becomes a lot more valuable than roaming around and getting into stuff.